Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Herman and today I'm gonna talk about my top 10 places when visiting Iceland. Before we start, I want to make some remarks. Number 1. Iceland is a great country and there are way more than 10 things that are worth a visit. But in this video, I want to highlight 10 places you can visit if you only have a limited time, for example, a week or 10 days. Second remark, I'm from Belgium. I don't speak Icelandic. I even don't speak English very well, but what I want to say is the pronunciation of my locations isn't probably correct, but I'll do my best. Let's dive into the first spot, Reykjavik. It's the capital of Iceland. You probably fly to Keflavik airport, so you're close by either at the beginning or at the end of your trip to pay Reykjavik a little visit. There are some really cozy streets, the famous cathedral and the Harpa building if you like modern architecture, lots of nice shops and great food. So definitely a great stop. Second on my list is the Golden Circle. To visit the Golden Circle, you will need a full day from Reykjavik. It actually consists of 3 spots you can visit during one tour. First of all is the Geysir waterfall. It's a very big and immense waterfall with a big visitor center and a parking lot. Definitely a must visit. Second on the tour is the Geysir geothermal area. There you can see a large geyser which erupts every 10 minutes approximately. Maybe you don't find it so special, but a geyser is really a must-see once in your lifetime. Last but not least on the Golden Circle tour is the Thingvellir National Park. You can walk in a rocky basalt canyon, visit the old parliament, there are some waterfalls nearby and great views to the mountains. Now, the third thing on my list is the famous wellness retreat, the Blue Lagoon. Yes, this place is expensive, crowded sometimes, and I'm not always a fan of wellness things, but in this place, surrounded by nature, it was definitely a top spot to visit in Iceland. I also spent way longer than I expected in the water because I was so relaxed. And I got the first facial mask in my life there. Number 4. One of the most iconic mountains in the world, together with Amadablam and the Matterhorn, is Mount Kirkjufell in the Snæfellsnes Peninsula north of Reykjavik. You can make the famous photo of the mountain with a little waterfall in front, but be sure to wait until it's dark, because when you're lucky you will see the northern lights and that's just goosebumps together with that mountain view. Now, the rest of my top 10 of the spots you can easily visit are all located on the south coast. Number 5 is the Seljalandsfoss waterfall. It's a very nice waterfall where you can walk behind, so be sure to wear good hiking shoes and a raincoat because it can be very slippery. Number 6, the most famous waterfall of Iceland, Skogafoss. Be prepared for some tourist madness there. It's often crowded, but you have to stop there. The immense power of the water is fantastic to see and to feel. And you can eat and drink in the nearby restaurant too. So it's a good place to stop on your way to number 7, the Black Beach of Reynisfjara. On this black beach, you have a nice parking spot and a great view towards the cliffs and standalone rocks in the sea. There is also the famous spot of some basalt rocks and a big basalt cave where you can make some nice photos. But beware, don't go near the sea, because the waves are very, very tricky. People who are caught by a wave often die, really. A little bit further than Reynisfjara is the little town of Vik, number 8 on my list. Before you enter the town, you have this little chapel on the left side. Certainly worth a stop to overview the bay, but I found the black sand beach of Vik also super nice. You can have a little walk there with views towards the spectacular cliffs. Last stop of my list is a 2.5-hour drive from Vik, the Jökulsárlón Glacier Lagoon. You are in a different world there. It's cold, nature takes over, you can see the mountains at the horizon and a big lake is filled with ice blocks. depending on the weather of course and the season. Sometimes there is more ice, sometimes there is less, but it's great to see. And when you are there, you also have to pay a visit to the last spot on my list, the Diamond Beach. That's a black beach where some of the ice cubes from the lagoon are just lying on the sand, as like there were big diamonds. Super cool to walk through and make some nice photos. So, this was my list in no particular order, but remember, Iceland is way more than these 10 spots. If you have more time, you can drive further east, west or north, visiting even more waterfalls and fantastic mountain ranges. Or if you want to go hiking, be sure to visit the center of Iceland, which is really rough. I hope these 10 spots were already inspiring for you and start for you to make a nice trip in Iceland. If you liked it, be sure to subscribe to my channel with one of the buttons here below. And if you have questions or topics you want me to cover in the next video, just post them here in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching and bye bye, see you next time!